So you're wearing the Goon shirt today. Just with so many new faces along that offensive line, just what have been some of the things you've seen throughout the spring and summer that give you confidence that this is a group that can reload instead of rebuild?
Definitely the experience we have, with the new 4 transfers we got. They all got experience in the SEC, so that gives us a bonus. And plus the young guys that are hungry that want to play. I think, them seeing that these guys coming to compete, it's not free to – the coach is not going to give you a job to play. You got to go earn your spot.
Tyler.
Yeah. Mark, how big has Adam Cushing been for your development? And then, how much is he going to help having that, you and him being kind of the continuity with so many new faces?
Yeah, I think he's helpful with advancing my game, I'm still learning. And with him on my side, him teaching me with all the coverages and all the defenses I got to see, help my own line, get everyone on the same page. I think me and him, we're going to be getting real close during the season, even closer.
We'll go back to Alex.
With you being the lone returning starter, just how have you carried that yourself through this off season, and where are the ways that you've grown in your own game? You feel like?
Probably just getting mentally right and physically right. I was with Coach Moffitt a lot and Coach Blake, and making sure I'm mentally strong to, take on this job, take on this role, to get the person to my left and my right better, and try and take it all the way.
Nuno and then Carter.
Mark, talk about the transition mentally from being the guy that was learning from the vets, and now you're the vet and you're the guy who's been here the longest.
Kind of makes it easier when you got, a group that's so hungry to learn. I think this freshman group and the groups like Blake Ivy and Pop, they all want to play, and they're you can see it on the field and in the weight room and in the locker room, how they want to learn and just want to get on the field.
Carter.
Mark, what's been the biggest difference with being fully healthy this offseason as compared to last offseason where you're kind of coming off that big injury?
Basically, I got no worries. My body feels fresh. My knee feels way better. My body feels better. My mind space is clear. I think that's really the big difference.
Coach Elko's talked this offseason about how deep this offensive line can go, 8, 9, 10 guys. Just how deep do you think this group is, and what will that depth do for you guys?
We complain about it like with D linemen. They're always rotating in because they're all fresh. I think that's the same for us too, We can rotate first quarter or first drive depending on how everyone's feeling, and I think the depth that we have is it's amazing.
Rob?
Howdy, Mark. So chemistry and being in sync as one unit, being the offensive line, how do you kind of develop that when guys are coming in from other programs? How do you get to that point where you can be successful as one group?
Probably like off the field activities, me, a bunch of our old linemen, a bunch of tight ends, running back, Rube and Terry, we go hunting, we go fishing, we do a lot of, non-football activities to try and get closer and try and build that chemistry for sure.
Far back on the right with Nick.
Hey, man. Just from your perspective, flip side, defensive line, just what are you most looking forward to in terms of the competition against those guys, and what do you think they maybe bring to opposing offenses? What's some of their best skill sets?
Attacking the ball for sure. They have our defensive line. I think their hands are very active, very physical. You feel it when their hands are on you, and you just got to mentally prepare to take that battle every rep.
Alex.
Okay, so you're the second guy that's mentioned the hunting trip. So what are y'all hunting, and where are y'all going? Who's the best?
We going hog hunt. We try to kill anything that moves, honestly, except deer, because we can't shoot no deer yet. What was that question?
Who's the best?
Who's the best? I don't know. Me and Wilk, we shot at something, and this thing kept running. It didn't even die, so I don't know who the best.
I want to ask you about Micah Riley too. Just what is it about him that you felt like led him to be named team captain, and just what has he brought to this offense and this team now that he's fully healthy again?
He's not afraid to say what's on his mind. He's very vocal. You can hear his voice from the whole locker room, and him being not afraid to say what's on his mind, I think brings a lot of value of him being a captain.
Travis.
Mark, you mentioned Wilkin. What's he brought? He's one of the guys that came in with the most experience. Does that seem to show in what he's been able to do since being here?
He brings that confidence. Some transfers when they come in, they're a little quiet, a little shy. But when he came in first day, you heard his voice. You can feel his presence. I think him coming from Alabama brings a lot of value to this room.
Anything else for Mark? Cease.
What's the feel for this team going in? Is anything different about this fall, heading in fall camp to your previous fall camps? Where do you feel this team's at?
I feel this team is very strong. We got a very good wideout room, a strong running back room, a great quarterback, and a strong O-line room. And I think everything with that, the offense is going to be a threat. I think the defense is going to be a threat. The secondary is a threat. I feel like this whole team is a threat. Just give us some time, and we're going to show.